Hi, this is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. Let's talk about something I call uninformed consent. Now, this happens when you purchase a product or a service based on the assumption that you know everything about it, or at least enough information to make a decision, a buying decision, only to find out later on that either you misremembered, I love that word, either you misremembered something, or you were told something that isn't exactly true. And I'm not going to get into calling people liars or anything like that, but this comes up quite often, especially in the Medicare market. It seems like there are many people out there who are turning 65 and they talk to their friends and they go online and they talk to all these agents and so forth, sometimes invite them in their homes. And the more they read and the more people they talk to, the more confused they get. I had a lady call me this morning who was covered under a retiree Medicare health plan through her former employer, and she's paying about $300 a month for her and her husband. She had talked to somebody at a large insurance company that is promoted by a large retired persons organization who said, oh, you can get the exact same coverage for $86 a month as opposed to $300 a month. So, I mean, who doesn't want a deal like that? So she went ahead and she filled out the application, and then she called me this morning. Now, today is December the 5th, so we've got 2 days left in the open enrollment. I don't handle Medicare Advantage plans. I don't need that kind of drama in my life, but I did agree to talk to her and help her understand what she had because she was completely confused. Making a long story short on that issue, she decided that she didn't want to get rid of her retiree plan program because it wasn't exactly the same thing that she was going to get for about a fourth of the price direct from the carrier. But where I'm going with this is she was told something by a representative of the carrier that wasn't exactly true. Another thing that comes up, and this can happen whether you're talking to a carrier representative, you're talking to an agent, or what. Medicare Part D, which is baked into most of the Advantage plans, not all of them, but the Medicare Part D drug plan is baked into most of those. If you go with the original Medicare and a supplement plan, then you purchase a standalone Part D program. I do a lot of work and spend a lot of time analyzing and drug plan options and talking to my clients about them. Too many people out there, whether they're an agent or a carrier representative, sometimes they don't even ask for a list of your drugs. They just say, oh, they're all covered. Or in the case of this woman I talked to this morning who did talk to a carrier rep, I said, did the carrier rep take down a list of your medications? And she said, yes, she did. I only have one. My husband has 11. And she took them all down. And then she came back in just a few seconds and said, oh, they're all covered. Well, I can tell you, because I run about 1,000 drug reports a year, there's no way that anybody could know enough about all the plans. There's 26 plans in Georgia for 2019. There's no way that I could know to make an informed suggestion for a drug plan without actually looking them up. Now, some plans I can look them up in 5 minutes or so. Others will take 20, 25, 30 minutes to do because there are so many variables there. So the person that she talked to never even bothered to look up her drugs. And I know that because when the lady called me this morning, she said, I don't even know how much my copays are going to be under this new program that's going to save me a lot of money. And I said, well, you don't know it's going to save you a lot of money because you don't know what your copays are. Again, this is what I call uninformed consent because she agreed to change her plan without knowing all the details. And I find that there are a lot of people out there. This lady's not the only one. I mean, I run into this all the time, but I decided to go on a website where there was a discussion about United Healthcare dropping their Silver Sneakers plan. And this is not a carrier website. It's a website for retired people. Let's just put it like that. And there's a lot of discussion on this particular topic about Silver Sneakers being dropped by the AARP recommended carrier. And I look down through here and I see all kinds of comments. You know, these are from people who are just going on the forum and voicing their own opinion, as people will do. And they say, well, you know, hey, I learned something today. I learned that I can change my Medicare supplement plan any time of the year. I don't have to do it just through open enrollment. And somebody else comes back and says, no, that's not true. You can change on your plan anniversary. And of course, somebody said, well, no, you can change during open enrollment. I mean, the answers are just all over the board, and very few of them, if any of them, are correct. This is more uninformed consent. So people who go on this particular forum and they read the answers and so forth, well, I didn't know that I could change my plan at any time. Well, yes, you can, but if you're talking about a Medicare supplement plan, in most states, you're going to have to go through underwriting. So don't just go assuming that you can change your Medicare supplement plan at any time, and you don't have to go through underwriting, because you do in most states. And a lot of times you think you're healthy, but the insurance company says, no, you're not, based on the medications you're taking and the type of procedure that you had a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe even as much as 5 years ago. So the bottom line to this is know who you're talking to and make sure that the information that you're getting is correct. Don't just go out there and make a decision with uninformed consent. Okay? This is Bob Vineyard with the Georgia Medicare Minute. You take care. Have a great day.